episode 12, actually, of Horsemen Academy. Y'all know that this is a opportunity for me as an entrepreneur myself to break out from the normal tequila drinking, whiskey drinking, and talking about nonsense on Poor Horsemen to interview people who doing stuff in real time in the city. You got your boy LP, and I have a special guest today. This is the first time there's going to be a 20-year gap. So when you see this brother over here looking like Jalen Green from the Rockets, you know where this came from. So brother, please introduce yourself to the audience, sir.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? I go by BRTHECEO. I teach personal credit, I teach business credit, and I teach the rental car game. Not only do I teach these things, I do these things in real life. All right, so
okay,
that's
all right.
I am.
So I want to give bro some kudos real quick before we get started. About a year ago, Big Business was in Houston. Okay, at the time, Turkey Leg Hut had never had a podcast in their back area before. We shoot a podcast here called Real Estate Guru PK. Shout out to Mario dope. Y'all should go support his content as well. Matter of fact, go support the episode that BR is on. All right. But this young brother don't know none of us. How did you find out we were there? That's the first question.
All right. So you know Runway Billionaire?
Yeah, Runway. Yeah. Runway been here too.
Yeah. I was here. I was at that one.
Where was I at?
Mario told me about it.
Oh, I didn't shoot the Runway one. I think Lateef was here shooting that one. But go ahead. Okay. I was on Runways Live, and I caught Big Business on there. So I was like listening, and then Big Business was like, yeah, Turkey Leg Hut tomorrow 6. Like he told Runway that, but I was like, okay, cool. 6. I didn't have nobody number. So I just showed up at 6, and I'm sitting in the car, and Chris, you know what I'm talking about, Chris. Yeah. He walked up and was like looking at the sign. So I was like, "Are you Chris Sinico?" Yeah. And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm here for the Big Business podcast." He's like, "All right, come on." So I walked in there, and that's when I met all of y'all, and I started introducing myself. And when you meet Senegal, you know everybody at that point, because Chris can get into anywhere in Houston.
All right.
Because I mean, Chris to me is probably. I don't know if he's the biggest developer, and we're gonna have Chris on Horsemen Academy also. We've been setting it up. We've been playing text tag for about a month now. But the fact that you came in with him, we immediately gave you credibility. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, he good. Yeah. So tell us about that experience, and we're gonna jump right into you straight out of high school, going to college, and in what you're doing now. So tell us about that experience. The first time you saw this whole podcast stuff come together.
So, I mean, I was in there with Big Business. That was my first time being in a live podcast. So after that, I really just started talking, networking. And then after I met Mario, Mario was like, okay, cool. We was talking outside of that, credit talk. And then he later hit me up as I started like building my social media credibility. He hit me on Instagram and he was like, bro, I want to get you on the podcast. So that's what happened. This was like what, 5?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah. So then I came on here, did that, and then left. Started building more, came back, and now I'm here.
And now you're here again. Yeah. So now you with the Horsemen. So I'm gonna say I salute this young brother, because not only did he grow up. So the disadvantage that some of us have on Poor Horsemen, we didn't grow up with phones. We didn't grow up with Instagram. Bro, we barely knew how to do TikTok until we went viral. Like we went viral on what do we do? The hot chip. So we didn't even know how to use it. But what I've seen you as a person of this generation, let's start with just you leveraging social media to grow your business.
That was super hard. So, when a lot of people, especially my age, we care a lot about what we think. I'm not saying me, I'm just saying my generation. So a lot of people care about what they think. And me, I had to think outside the box. I'm like, if I want to promote my business for free, I didn't have no money. So I got to promote it for free. I got on here, started teaching. It was super, super, super hard to get on, Instagram, because I'm thinking what everybody else thinking about me. But I'm like, forget all that. Put that to the side. I'm like, I'm about to get on here and just talk. Right. So I just started doing that. And as I was doing that, I'm building my business on the back end. Business started coming up. So at first I started talking motivation because I didn't have nothing to show.
You did start with motivation. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Okay.
So I jumped into as my business started building, as I started getting cars, I'm starting to get this and that, I'm leveraging this and that, I'm teaching it. So now I have a little bit more to sow, a little bit more to teach, to keep learning. It's just a building blocks to it. And that's just how I got here today. It's just doing the same thing that I've been doing. I just push more as I build. I just push more of that. As I learn more, I push more of that on Instagram, on whatever social media platform.
Now I know some of your backstory because, I've been following you for a while, seeing some of the journey. You didn't come from an entrepreneurial background. Like, where did this spark from? Like, what from you playing college football, like what made you make the transition to entrepreneurship?
So I always think if I do make it to the NFL, let's think of Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Instantly shut off with, I don't know what he did. I don't really pay attention to it.
Okay.
But it's like you can't do what you want to do. So you control it at the end of the day. I don't want that.
Okay.
So I'm like, let's not do football. I don't want to do football because even if I did do football, you gotta be top dog.
And what position did you play?
I played corner, but they forced me to play corner.
Okay.
In high school, they forced me to play corner. I was really a receiver and a safety, but they forced me to play corner because that's what they needed. And I was really an athlete. I could play everywhere, but that wasn't my position. But they threw me there. I did super good. Started getting offers for that. And also I was a track star. So I was getting offers for track and football. And then I had to rock with corner because that's what the colleges recruited me for. So I got to college and just didn't, it wasn't it.
I saw a post that you put up, like one of those, like where you kind of voice over in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the picture of you looking miserable in your football uniform.
Right.
Like, was that the moment where you was like, I got to do something different?
Definitely. I only stayed in college for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I dropped out after 6 months, but it's like, football wasn't it. I never wanted to go to the NFL, so I'm like, I'm wasting my time. I really went to college football, honestly, to prove people wrong. That's really why I went. And then the school part, it just didn't make sense. Like all the stuff I learned on YouTube in that dorm, they was way behind what they was teaching in the college room.
So you did YouTube University?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's free. So I definitely did that, just like watching podcasts, just like now.
Yeah.
Right before I went to college, I was learning like podcasts, Pushman Mitch, Matty J, all of those, big rental car gurus. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go with my passion, which is cars. Started learning credit, and that's how I jumped in the rental car game. So yeah.
So you always had a passion for cars. Where did that start
Most
from?
Definitely. I don't know.
Like Tonka trucks, maybe?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Okay.
Wheels. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Hot Wheels. I was always playing with them and like collecting them when I was little. My dad had me all around cars. It's in me. So I follow my passion, and this is what happens. I feel like that's what happened with a lot of entrepreneurs. They just follow their childhood passions. For me, it ended up being cars.
Okay, so let's tell the people how old you are real quick, because I don't even know if we gave that rundown.
Yeah, so I'm 21. I just turned 21. 2 months ago, September 19th.
And you retired your parents.
Yeah. I didn't retire them, but I help them out a lot.
You got them in a place where they're comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's talk about your business now.
Mm-hmm.
So your main business would be rental cars, right. But then you've gotten the game of helping people establish credit, business credit, leveraging personal credit to get business credit. What would you say was the break point for you on the rental car game?
In the rental car game, really, my breaking point was I got tapped on my credit, on my personal credit. I couldn't get any more vehicles. So by the time I got my first joint venture deal, which was if you were to bring me a vehicle, right, then I would be putting a percentage in your pocket for, letting me rent out your vehicles. So my first joint venture deal was like 5 cars. So after that, I got on Instagram, like teaching joint ventures, right? Teaching how I'm making money off of these cars. Get on Instagram promoting that. Oh, I want to bring a car to you. I want to bring a car to you. Like literally till this day, people hit me every single day trying to bring me cars.
Wow.
So that's what really took off. Just getting on Instagram and social media in general and pushing like, yeah, you can make money with me. So if you don't have the time, I'm going to teach you how to get the car. Then I'm going to teach you how to send it to me, because you tell me you don't have time, right? You got a job, you got kids, whatever. Okay, get the car. I'm gonna teach you how to get the car. I'm gonna repair your credit. Send me the car.
So personally, how many vehicles are in your fleet?
In my name?
Yeah, your personal fleet.
My personal fleet, I have 4.
Okay, but then business fleet, how many?
Business fleet is 25 in total.
25
in total. That's joint venture. So it'll be like 21 vehicles that's not mine.
Okay,
but I could drive them. I can do what I want with them. I manage them. And people have trust in me. They bring me their cars, and I run them out.
And what platform are you using? Let's give some people some game. I know there's several, but what's the main one that you're on?
Y'all, all right, I'm gonna give y'all the sauce.
Give them some game. Yeah, give them some game.
I use HQ Rentals.
Oh, you don't use Turo no more?
I'm like 30% Turo.
Man, that's like crazy. I was expecting you to tell me all Turo.
Nah. I started with Turo.
Yeah.
But I use that to, get to the next level.
Yeah.
But I use HQ Rentals. HQ Rentals is a back end. I don't tell nobody this, bro. I'm giving y'all the real game. So y'all got to take notes. So I use HQ Rentals, right? And I have a website. I have a front end website that catches all the
leads.
No, not the leads. It catches the client's information. So if you came to book a car, you'll catch all of that information. The website will catch all that information, insert it into HQ Rentals. HQ Rentals is going to set up everything to where it's all organized. So that's what I use to organize a private rental side, because with private rentals there is no Turo whatsoever. Turo, people think, Turo take too much percentage. Turo is helping y'all by a long run.
It's the marketing.
Yeah, that too.
That's the marketing.
Yeah. Honestly, that. But when I was doing Turo, I started with 75%. Now I do 90%, where I earn 90% income. So 10% for y'all to market my vehicles, right? That's good. That's good. Y'all take care of towing if a car needs to be towed. Y'all take care of insurance, which they suck, but they take care. They will pay for the insurance, and then it's just the organization of the income, like the money, the bookings, the scheduled calendars. A lot of that stuff people don't think about, and until you're in the private rental game. Once they're in the private rental game, you're like, oh, Turo was helping my deposit, like all of that stuff. They helping with tolls.
Yeah,
they're paying for gas if the client don't pay.
Yeah.
Private rentals is none of that. Like you got to structure it yourself, and HQ Rentals is, like I said, what I use. So it becomes a real business once you leave Turo. It's different. It's a different ball game.
So for you, maybe let's give some people some actionable things. Of course, we got HQ. That's crazy. I thought you were all Turo still. So that is some game. Y'all need to tap into that.
Yeah, definitely.
That is some game. That's the first time I've heard that actually too. But so first, you've got your private fleet that you personally have under your personal or business credit. You were able to get 4 vehicles, but in order for you to scale, you had tapped out your personal. So you went to joint ventures. If someone's out there that says, yo, I got a Tesla that I don't drive. I need to figure out how I can make some money off of this. What's the process to work with you?
First, I get on the phone with them on Instagram or just FaceTime, whatever. I get on the phone with them and I say, hey, send me a picture of this car. Let me see this car. Show me your car. Okay, boom. You can make $2,000 off of this, $3,000 a month off of this one car. All right, let's do the deal. It depends on which kind of vehicle. If I know the vehicle brings in a lot of money, I'm going to charge you around 30%.
Okay.
I get gross income 30%. So if that car makes $2,000 that month, I get 30%.
And you managing everything for them. They don't have to touch it. They get a deposit in their account.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Every single week. We just started weekly payouts. So yeah, they get paid. It's completely passive. The only thing that we'll have to do is if like they don't want to kill switch, if they don't want to give me the kill switch options, they don't want to give me the extra keys. If a client leave the key in the car, they got to come bring it. Stuff like that. We got remote unlock and lock from the phone. So it's been instances where the cars were stuck at the airport and the phone thing wouldn't work. I didn't have any spare keys. So that's when the owner of the car would have to go. But for the most part, it's completely passive for the client if they make it passive. Some of them, it's like those cars are their babies, so they still kind of like
they want to be
in it. Yeah. So yeah, that's how it is, but it's definitely passive.
So I've heard that the rental car market is saturated. And hearing you talk, it doesn't appear that it's saturated. Maybe people don't know how to market their business. is how big of a deal is marketing in this process?
So with marketing is super key. Everybody is going to Turo, but Turo is doing people bad. Turo is like, for hosts, they're not making money because it's saturated. They say it's saturated, but you have to market. If you market the correct way off of Turo, and you can still push them to the Turo platform. You can still, get leads towards the Turo platform. But marketing is most definitely key. If you're not good at marketing, then yeah, it can be pretty slow. It will definitely be slow depending on which season it is. Like right now, right before, it's not November yet, but it's just starting to pick up with the holidays.
Of course.
So, but like a little bit before, like in between summer and now, it's a little slow. Not for me, because I push Instagram. I get brokers. I have like over 10 brokers, and most of them are women, right? So I get a lot of the women to, post the cars, and that's what I say. It's techniques behind all of this stuff. So I tell my brokers, okay, in rental cars, there's a wholesale price. Wholesale price for the Tesla outside, it could be $100 a day.
Okay.
Right? Say if you're my broker, you go post this car for $120 a day. You get $20 every single day. So if they book for 7 days, you get $20 every single day. Right? If the client wants delivery, you charge for delivery.
Because you're going to be doing the delivery. Okay.
You as a broker.
As a broker.
As a broker. Okay. So now my brokers are making money. So everybody in the group chat is making money by pushing my vehicles.
Yeah.
So that, and I teach this game. Teaching is like number one right now.
Yeah.
So I teach this stuff. Now people know me. Okay, this dude has rental cars. So now they're going to come to me for rental cars. But if you're not marketing outside of Turo, it's going to be definitely slow because everybody is trying to get into it. And I feel like at a point in time, everybody's going to leave Turo because Turo's insurance is so bad.
Okay.
So I feel like it's going to be a wave that just clear everybody out that's not serious. And then the ones that are definitely serious about Turo, they're going to stay in it.
Okay.
Because it's Turo's insurance is bad.
Now, you mentioned Turo as a potential challenge. You've said a lot of positives, but there has to be some negatives with a 25 fleet of cars.
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you could run into? Because someone's out there listening, they your age too. Like, a lot of our listeners are 18 to 35. Yeah. And they going to be like, yo, this is social proof of someone in my age group getting to it.
Relatable, yeah.
What are some of the things that could go wrong?
I'm going to tell y'all from my personal experience. Okay. People didn't try to steal 3 cars from me. Very unsuccessful.
Like where at, though? Like they rented it from you, try to steal it?
Yep. People go out of town. Like one lady rented a car from me. She lived in Dallas. Houston, if y'all don't know, Houston and Dallas is like 3-4 hours away. Yeah. Maybe 5 hours. So she lived in Dallas, but she rented the car in Houston. She drove the car back to Dallas and couldn't get it back. So that was one. 3 cars almost stolen. And what else? I feel like it was something else, but it'll come to me later. But yeah, kills, what is it?
Rex.
That's all day.
Okay.
Having 25 cars, yeah, that's like what it was. Like
fender benders, stuff like that.
Yeah. I had a $60,000 Infinity truck that was mine.
Oh, one of your personal?
It's my. Okay. It's not my personal, but it's on my credit. Yeah.
Under you.
This car got wrecked. Turo had it in the shop 9 months.
Man,
it's $1,000 car note.
Yeah, that hurts.
Luckily, if I
that hurts.
Sideline question. So how does that work with the insurance?
So JC, who's not on the academy right now, is asking a sideline question on how insurance works when you get into an accident with like Turo.
So I was using Turo. Basically, you just filed a claim and they assign you a claim adjuster. This claim adjuster is the only person you could talk to. In my situation, this claim adjuster was a ghost. Like, I feel like Turo was in it. Like this dude's job was to make me back out and be like, okay, I'll just file it under my personal insurance.
Of course.
It took 9 months. I just filed a claim on Turo to sue them. Like, my car was sitting in the shop for 9 months. I'm paying, that's $9,000 out of my pocket. But they're super slow. You can't talk to anybody live. Only the insurance adjuster. You only have to email him. You cannot call him. He doesn't answer the phone.
Yeah.
You only have to email. He talks to me probably once a week. So I have the paint body guy call him. Luckily, I have an amazing paint body guy. Like he's around my age. He probably like 23. Great paint body guy. So he feel my pain. So he's contacting them. He will call the insurance dude and say, hey, what's up with this? He'll tell him the story. He'll tell the pain body dude the story. I'll call him right after on purpose because
to see what they
that's
say.
the only time. That's the time frame that he's on the phone. Like I have to get in that time frame when you get somebody on the phone. So I got in right behind him and I was like, yeah, so what's going on with this? He told me a completely different story.
Wow.
And I recorded it all because I knew he was on some weird stuff. So yeah, Turo's insurance is horrible, and it's been some cases where they do pay out like quick, but they're still slow with the bigger claims. Like my car was almost totaled, and it's like a $20,000 damage, but still, like they was sending my money $1,000 at a time, $3,000 at a time.
And that's barely covering the car note.
I'm like, but it's like, okay, cool. So that type stuff is gonna push you away from Turo. It's gonna push you to get your own insurance. It's gonna push you to figure out other ways to, not go through Turo.
Okay.
Because why are you charging me 10%? You can't even, 5% for marketing. Okay, cool. But the other 5% is just,
what is it? Yes. What is it?
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the positives then.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to know your personal money because we ain't gonna get you set up. That's it. I'm just being honest. That's what happens. Like, bro, a lot of people listen to different things, and like you mentioned,
they trigger.
Yeah, we don't talk. But what could the money look like for someone who's interested in jumping in a business like this?
So for me, last month it was 16,000 that came in, 11,000 profit. I don't own a single car.
Okay.
So for 3 of those cars were wrecked. My Jeep Cherokee, which are all my personal cars.
And that sucks.
My Jeep Cherokee is wrecked. Somebody ran over a log and dented the whole frame.
Oh, I did that before. My car.
My Infinity truck, that was, I just got that back in September, and Turo isn't even letting me put it back on, which is whatever. My Nissan Versa, that's the only car that was out, and my Audi A4, that was my personal. So 3 of my cars. So literally that 11,000 just came from straight JVs.
And then here's the thing. Do you like make and models? Does that matter? Like year? Like what's some parameters to get you to make, over 10 bands a month?
Mm-hmm. So I have I say it's like 7 economy cars, and the rest are luxury. So this is what I was just on the phone talking with one of my teammates about today. A lot of the deposits, if you learn how money works and learn how money is just a currency, it's like water. I learned it's like water. So with these deposits, I'm taking these deposits and you can flip this money.
Straight up.
If somebody take a week and you get 3 rentals for $500 on these luxury cars, guess what? By the time those clients are ready for their $500 deposit, next few more clients come right after that.
Yeah.
So I'm taking these deposits and, using them as transaction. Like I'm paying my credit cards with these people deposits because the cash flow is like water. Like I said, it's consistently running. It's nonstop. So I'm consistently getting these cars booked, and you can literally make an income just off of the deposits and the currency that these deposits are making.
Wow.
But I have enough cars to do that.
Yeah.
But
you gotta have some scale to do it. Yeah.
If I had like 3 cars and it wouldn't work, but I have 25, so I'm continuously circulating and with the income.
So where did the business and the personal credit teaching, where did that come from then? Like, did you find yourself struggling with credit and you needed to figure something out that you thought you could teach? Where did that come from?
I never struggled with credit, but in college, like as you stated, I was trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get out of there because of my parents. I was in Louisiana. I went to Louisiana College. I was in Louisiana. We here in Houston, but I couldn't come back home because my parents wouldn't let me.
Gotcha.
So I had to build some type of income. So I couldn't build any income. I didn't have any income.
Yeah.
I didn't know about affiliate links. Even if I did, I didn't have a platform to push affiliate links. It was just difficult. I was doing wholesale real estate, e-commerce, but I needed money. I needed money for systems. It's $30 a month for Shopify.
Straight up.
I was taking all of my money from unemployment. I was paying somebody to do my work, my school work.
Gotcha.
So I had time. At the time, I had a shoe customization business. I was running that. I was doing football, and I was paying attention, like studying here and there, school. So I'm like, none of this stuff is working. Me trying to make money, it's not working. I was making some here and there, but it wasn't nothing crazy. So I'm steady going YouTube University. I'm looking at credit. I started building credit. I learned from Graham Stephan how to build credit. So he told me the Discover It Secure credit card. Told me the Capital One secure credit card, the Amazon credit card, and it was the Apple credit card.
Apple, man, that's crazy. That those are like the big four. Like that, and people sleep on that Amazon card. Because Amazon give you direct. Apple and Amazon give you direct cash back. Like Apple will give you cash back in your phone the moment you spend.
That's
people
why
don't
I use
even
it
be thinking
personally.
about that.
That's my personal card.
I book every flight with that. I pay most of the staff with my Apple money.
Yeah. And it's instant. Instant Apple Pay. So I pay bills, everything. Easy. Easy money. Pay for food with that. But I started building my credit using that specific video.
Okay.
So I took that, building my credit. And I say like 2 months later, I dropped out come December, right? We went Christmas break. So I went back home. When I went back home, I never went back to school. Like literally, I never went back to school. So what I did, I told my parents, I'm doing online school. I wasn't doing online school.
You do YouTube.
I was doing studying, learning, but I had 10K in credit. 300 in my pocket, 10K of credit. Took that 10K in credit, put it on a commercial. It's like a little small 2-car garage building type thing. So we put Paint Body Man in there as a tenant. So he started using that first. It was like my first wreck with the Nissan Versa. Somebody backed it to it. Guess who I took it to?
Of course.
Exactly.
You already got that.
I'm already knowing like what my future is going to be. So we put a Paint Body Man in there. So now every single small wreck, dent, scratches, I take it to him. So that's where building credit came from. So as I'm doing that, I'm getting increase. So I know how to build credit for one. So I'm teaching people how to build credit for $20. I'm teaching people how to build credit that wasn't believing in me because I didn't have nothing to show. So I took the what was I saying? I took the credit. I started getting increase. So now I'm repairing my credit. I'm repairing my credit myself. I'm calling, getting the increase removed. That's where credit repair business came from. I told you where the teaching came from. And then business credit, it came right after that. I couldn't build personal credit anymore. It was I couldn't get any more credit cards. So I started building business credit from scratch. While I'm removing these inquiries and paying off this personal debt.
Let me guess. You got a WEX gas card. You probably did a. You could have changed your Amazon to a business account.
I never got the Amazon
because you could have did that. You could have
only got the Apple, Discover, and the Capital One.
Those
are the only ones I got.
WEX business card, that's good for people for gas. Sometimes you can get those. They send you those catalogs where you can buy like supplies. Just get an account with that. What are some of the things you did that hacked?
I did Net 30s.
Net 30s.
I did the WEX gas card, like you were saying. WEX and Exxon gas card. What else did I do? I did Divvy.
Divvy sucks. So you got to pay that off in 30 days.
It's a charge card. It's a charge card. So I just put little small stuff on there. So Net 30s, the Divvy, Brex. Brex is a secure credit card for business. I don't think they're in business anymore. I think they're partnered with some other people, but y'all can definitely find them partnered with whoever else. And then after that, by that time, I started building. Like with the Net 30s and all of those accounts, I had my personal credit met right. So that's what I tell a lot of my credit repair clients, like build business credit from scratch. When your personal credit is done, add whatever on, like add your personal credit on top of what you already have started building. Don't wait until your personal is done, because now you done wasted 5 months when you could have been building from scratch. Now you've been waiting, to build your business credit. Now you have a 80 paydex score
straight up,
because you've been building it from scratch. So you already have a score.
And most people don't understand that paydex score, or going out and using your EIN appropriately to get a DUNS number and stuff like that. There's a lot of hacks that people can get. And we don't want you to give away the whole course, because we don't try to work with brother on this to make sure that we can participate with him. But they're the question I ask everybody. Okay. We know your story. We know you being successful. But if you were to seed in someone who is similar to you right now, and the question we ask every person on the academy, if they had $10,000, if someone came into you right now, BR, I got 10,000 liquid. I have no responsibility with this 10,000. What would you recommend for them to do starting out on a business?
Build your credit and build LLC credit, because at 10,000, if you put, like, I use InkFile for all of my LLCs. I don't file it myself. I feel like that's a scam as well.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, because it's multiple documents besides just the LLC.
Straight up.
And the EIN is other things. But I go through InkFile, right? And that's $500 here in Texas, depending on what state you're in. But I go to InkFile, put down $500. I get probably 2 LLCs, build my personal credit, use probably $1,000 to get 2 secure credit cards, $500 each. Boom. Build personal credit. Now you're building business credit. You can get a business secured loan. You can build with the net 30s, like I was just saying. So now you're accumulating credit. So you just turn what? That was probably like
$2,000 of it.
$3,000. So you can turn that into $10K with Amex, $20K with Amex. Then you come to the business side and PG for, you already got the 10, 20K with Amex. Now you PG for your business credit.
And for those who don't, PG, personal guarantee.
Personal guarantee.
Like there may be some people who are, they're not as sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
Like oftentimes people don't understand. Like, and what I appreciate about this brother is because he's telling the truth. A lot of your people who get on the podcast are like, man, go out and get a loan immediately.
Yeah.
You have to guarantee that against yourself in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it takes some time before you can literally just say, my business can stand on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say with the rest of the 7,000, 6,000 we got available?
Keep it. Just hold
keep
it.
Okay.
Hold it. Because you never know what can happen. You don't really need cash.
Facts.
I'm going to use other people's money. So I'm using OPM to build my legacy. So that's all I've done. I just built my credit. Take it, get these cars, get whatever, start teaching, get stuff like mics and stuff, get online and start teaching this stuff. Now I'm making money from teaching. But whenever you make money from these rental cars, like I did, I took this money, I paid off the debt. So now my credit goes up. So now guess what? I can go get another PG business credit card and keep running the play. Yeah. It's just a circulation. Like I said earlier, money is just a circulation. Credit is a circulation. You can fix and rebuild, reuse credit. So even if you do get late payments, charge-offs, collections, whatever, you can always clear that and run the plays again. Or you can just build business credit. And it's multiple ways around it. But if you take that $7K in cash and you invest it into stock market, real estate, whatever, and you lose that cash, it's gone. It's no going back to get that. If you lose credit, you have 0 to 12 months, no interest. So you're paying like $20 depending on which card. If you have like a $5,000 card, $3,000 card, you're paying $20 a month for 0%, no interest. So that means I'm paying that much a month. So I have 12 months to risk this money.
Yeah.
And if I fail, I can still, it's $20 a month. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
like, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You
Now,
can definitely pay it back.
Now, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Last question.
In 5 years, I see myself multi-millionaire because the pace that I move quick, like 24/7. My life is just dedicated to being an entrepreneur, dedicated to my businesses. I definitely see me making a big impact in the youth. So I like teaching. I feel like that's one of my gifts. Definitely teaching people, teaching millions. I will, like the webinar that I told you I'm building.
No doubt.
There's going to be a whole platform where everybody that's going to be generated millions.
I want to tap in with you on that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there may be some resources that I can help you with on that.
Oh yeah.
There may be some things I can help you with on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's make sure everyone knows where to find you again. And if they're interested, obviously we'll have all of his information in the show notes, part of the show. But if they're interested in just getting to you immediately, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at BRTHECEO. That's YouTube, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, whatever. Snapchat, anything, BR the CEO. That's where y'all can find me.
Okay, all right. Jalen Green here today, giving us some game. Look, like I told y'all before, man, Horsemen is a place where I don't care what age you are, we can learn something. I'm 42. And there's a lot that I could pick up from this young brother here. A lot of people in our audience will be able to pick up some stuff from him. So y'all tap in with BR. I would imagine this won't be the first time you see him. I'm going to invite him to a panel. He don't even know that yet. I'm just telling him that now. So I already got an idea for him. So this has been episode 12 of Horsemen Academy. Brother, we appreciate it.
Yes,
we
sir.
out, man. Thank you.
Thank you.